It's Ozil. It's in! 2-0! Mesut Ozil!
What makes Arsenal so good? Why are Arsenal one of the most improved teams this season? And is it this improvement that's given them the opportunity to charge for the title? Any football fan would know who Arsenal are and how they dominate in the football world, but the actual credit goes to their dynamic space occupation. Arsenal are a special team who have a clear tactical advantage over other major teams, and they play with an entirely different strategy. Let me take you through the secrets that make Arsenal different from others and how they stand out. So, first of all, Arsenal have a surfeit of playmakers on their roster. Each member of the attacking unit in their 4-2-3-1 is good with the ball and enjoys having it on his foot. A special team with tactical advantages in the North London derby thanks to Mikel Arteta's elite structure. Dynamic space discipline makes Arsenal so hard to defend against. Arteta's Arsenal uses positional play, which means that every necessary position on the field is occupied by players to provide numerous passing options and be organised when the team loses possession. In the early stages under Arteta, this led to very predictable play, which was easily defended by the opposition if the designed pattern didn't work. However, over the last 3 years, the players started to understand the system in much finer detail. Also, the club signed players who could execute the coach's plan more effectively. The Arsenal players still occupy the same spaces in a 3-2-5 or a 2-3-5 shape, but it is much more dynamic as they demonstrate it all season. The North London derby was also a great example of that, as the most important thing is that they are not just occupying, but arriving into space. Arsenal can play quick passes through the forest of legs inside the final third, contributing to their success. The willingness of their attackers to get near the ball or to have it is evident from how they play. Moreover, whenever any Arsenal players take a shot at goal, another is usually ready to pounce on the rebound. Recently, Arsenal have improved their control of games, their press has become more united, their positional rotations and fluidity in possession are excellent. They have quick responses to conceding goals, and they possess strength in attacking and defensive set pieces. Arsenal have shown a dramatic improvement over time when it comes to creating shooting opportunities. They have regularly ended games with at least 40% of their possession having ended with a shot. With more speed and purpose in their passing last season, they have hit a different level in this one. 4 of Arsenal's 5 attacking players are in the Premier League's top 10 for shot creating actions. Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli are joint 3rd, Gabriel Jesus is joint 8th, Granit Xhaka is joint 10th, and Martin Odegaard is not far behind. Such high production across the width of the pitch gives Arsenal various ways of penetrating defences. Arsenal's strong presence in the opposition half has also been vital to another key element of their play, starting games strongly. Not long ago, it felt as if Arsenal were playing on borrowed time, waiting for a miracle to unlock a defence, or even to inflict themselves on a game. With that comes a sense of panic, but that has been replaced by clarity and confidence that has been present in most of their matches since they began with that trip to Crystal Palace in early August last year. The clear-headed mentality manifested itself in snappy passing combinations within the first minute or so, coupled with a long period camped inside the opposition half. Their goal scoring in the last season came in steady waves in the first and last 15 minutes of halves, which also played into that belief a goal will come, even after they concede. Such was the case against Leicester, Fulham, Villa and Liverpool, and at the start of the second half, away to Manchester United. Arsenal has also become more courageous in their defence. The intensity of their press was noticeable throughout the previous pre-season, with Jesus, Saka, Odegaard and Martinelli all doing well in restricting space for opposition goalkeepers and defenders. As the season itself progressed, Xhaka and the ball side fullback also stepped up to join that press and condensed the pitch even more, and that bravery paid off for the most part. How do Arsenal compare to other Premier League teams? One advantage Arsenal has over their rivals is how settled their squad is. Since the start of last season, they named an unchanged lineup more often than any other Premier League team. Arteta did so for a 4-game stretch in December 2021, aided by them having no European football that season, and has been fairly consistent with his selection in this one. The trust and coherence between Arsenal's regular starters have enabled them to have a fluid but threatening attack, while remaining aggressive and dominant in defence. They possess good bench strength. Now this is important for the long-term success of any team, since football is a squad game. Arteta has the luxury of being able to call upon the services of Takahiro Tomiyasu, Mohamed El-Neni, Kieran Tierney and Eddie Nketiah from the bench, which few rivals can boast of. As a result, Arsenal keeps the pressure on their opponents throughout the match and grinds out results. There are many things to consider, but the most crucial thing from Arsenal and Arteta's perspective is that they have the structure, technical quality, physicality, mentalities and overall collective framework to win. So what have Arsenal been up to this season? With 10 away games this season, 8 wins, 1 draw and only 1 loss, with 25 points in the bag, it's impressive. Currently, Arsenal has the best pace in the club's history, with only the 2001-2002 title-winning side coming close, with 2.47 points per game. Of course, one needs to win both home and away games, but stats from the last 8 seasons tell that away games are becoming more decisive. The last 8 Premier League champions were also the best away-performing teams. At the same time, only 75% of teams became champions while being the best at their grounds. But then we have Arsenal, who struggled a lot in away games in the last years. 4 out of 10 of the worst ever Premier League away campaigns were in the last 6 years. 4 out of 19 wins and only 16 points. No other Big Six side in the last 13 years was this bad, the only exception being Liverpool with 18 points. Away games with Arsenal were a big problem, not only for the previous manager Arsene Wenger, but for Mikel Arteta in his first season too. Though Arsenal had a solid 1.74 points per away game in the 2020-2021 season, that season was an anomaly, as 11 teams took 29 or more points away from home that year. But Mikel Arteta solved the riddle and sharpened the team, which dominates both home and away. To win a league title in this Premier League era, one needs to earn 40 plus points away from home, and the last 6 champions managed to do that. Currently, Arsenal has the 3rd best pace in the league's history, and if they keep it up, they will finish with 47 to 48 points, one of the best away Premier League campaigns ever. But to be more realistic, Arteta said you need 90 plus points to win the title. If Arsenal gets 48 to 50 points at home, they need 40 to 42 points from 9 away games. As Arsenal already got 25 of them, they need just 17 more. Fans definitely don't want to see an outcome where Arsenal don't win the league, as the players have ground too much to lose the title. Keeping the standards as high as they have been will decide how good Arsenal will be. What do you think about Arsenal this season? Let me know in the comments. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to my channel for more amazing content. Until next time.